Hey Decide Destiny crew, Kyle Spirides here. Thanks for joining me for another Decide Destiny daily dose. Decide to complete what you started, to have follow through. Decide to see the power of starting at the start and finishing at the finish line. This is something that is so hard in the world of endless distractions at our fingertips, endless. And one of the things that I'm realizing is that actually sticking it through and finishing those projects allows me to create disciplines, skills, allows me to create resilience and resolve for the next project that I want to achieve. Now, I'm like lots of other people. I've got plenty of different things I want to do, plenty of different things that I want to accomplish, different ways that I think I can maybe plug some of society's gaps and holes, and different people I can collaborate with to allow me to do that. Different ways I can plug some of the holes in ideologies in education and business and advice and different sort of things that I see as wrongfulness being perpetrated, and different ways I can bring more goodness and more light and more self-responsibility, actualizing other people to the world. So through all of that, there's many different things I can do. I can jump over here, jump over there, do these 5 things at once, and that's generally the world. We're flooded with distractions, and it's not necessarily the greatest thing. We were kind of always made in our brain developed to cut wood, and break rocks, cut wood, 2 simple things, day in, day out, bang, bang, bang. You knew what we were doing. And oftentimes when you know what you're doing and you enjoy it, you see the value in it, you see the purpose in it, you see, okay, this is looking after family, this is looking after my community, this is looking after me, this is looking after what we're trying to create here, and you see the value in it, and you commit to it, and then you start to enjoy all the little intricate details of the simple life, of the simple things, the simple tasks you're doing, and you actually are able to go deep. So you're able to go deep with cutting wood. Okay, you cut wood this way, if you cut it that way, if you do it like this, if you do it like that, if you change sides, and you actually work out your body on both sides. So these different things, you can get deeper and deeper with the one aspect of life, and it brings a lot more joy to your life because you have a lot more respect, a lot more connection with everything around you, with all the things that you commit to and you actually engage in life. So that's one of the big positives. And the other positive is that when it comes time to move on to the next project, and this is what I've been doing recently, because I've wanted to kind of stop what I'm doing and then just jump across to the next project and just go, let me put that on pause, even though things are pumping and there's a need there and people are reaching out to me more than ever, and I'm busier than ever, and I just want to put that on pause and just jump over to this other thing because my heart's in this other project. And this is where following your heart is not always the answer. Sometimes you actually have to look at things in a logical sense and realize, actually, if I just keep pinballing from different thing, I'm going to end up down the line with nothing done. So I have to take a little bit of resilience, have to take a moment, have to take a breather, take a walk, review, revise, listen to my heart, yes, but trust in my soul. Trust in building the character of my soul. And building the character of my soul is seeing the temptations of those new projects and just calming down there for a second and focusing on completing what I said I was going to completing, following through on what I've already created. And in that, I'm building the skill set that is going to allow me, when it comes time to engage the project, to market the project, to go over the ups and downs and have resilience in the new project. It's going to allow me to have all those skills, all those systems built in my mind, those systems built in reality, all those processes already laid out because I finished this job here. I finished what I have commanded as my role and what is being asked of me. What is being asked of me to continue to perform at a higher level, continuous and at a more rapid pace. So once I've done that and I've built all those skills and I've continued to hold that resolve, hold that measure, I can move on to the next with all of those assets that I'm taking, all those things that I can contribute to the new project. So guess what? That new project now is going to be so much more richer. It's going to have so much more value. It's going to have so much more transparency in terms of me applying an action and knowing what the result's going to be and knowing what I actually have to commit, what energy-wise and actually understanding it a lot more to see it come to fruition and have success. So that's what I've learned recently. Something so important. I mean, I'm coming up to finishing December. Once December's finished, I will have done Start Your Destiny Daily Dose for every day this year. And there were times where I wanted to, go, no. There's times where people talk me out of it. There's times when people question me, or lots of outside chatter, but I wasn't listening to the inside and trusting in my soul, trusting in the character of the soul being brought. Because the results straight away didn't show great. Is this giving you results? No, the character of the soul is in the long game. I have to follow through. I said I was going to commit to a year of these videos. I need to commit to the year, and then come Jan 1, 2022 review. So that's another part of follow through, is actually shutting out the noise and figuring out why it's important to you to follow through, why it's important to you to finish the project, why it's important to you to hold that word and actually finish what you start. So guys, make sure that when you're going out there in this distractible world, in this shiny toy, I've got the latest, new, bestest, greatest, incrediblest thing for you world, that you're looking at things that you already said you're going to commit to, and you're learning and developing the skill, you're developing the mentality, you're developing the muscle that completes tasks. Develop that muscle first, because then that's going to help you complete the following tasks. If you're weak on that muscle, then when you go to lift up the task and complete it, you're not going to have the strength, because you haven't completed tasks in the past. So make sure that you develop that muscle with what you got on your plate right now, and you follow through. If you said you're going to do a walk a day, and then you jump to, actually, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, I'm going to do a bit of that, just see if you can complete the walk a day. And that's how you get to doing incredible things, guys. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. Share around with anyone else you know who maybe they're jumping from thing to thing, maybe they're struggling to complete a task, maybe their creative brain, very, very interactive with the latest and greatest tech and toys and strategies. Share around with them if you think this might be able to help them out. And as always, guys, remember, decide your destiny. Cheers.